if I didn't buy this, then I never would have bought this. And if I didn't buy this, then I never would have bought this. And if I didn't get this one, then I never would have got this one. You see, there's a lot of arguments for and against inspirations, but I think there's a couple of nuances that I didn't really hear people talk about that much. Now, if we take this case here, there's a lot of people, and to be honest, this is really an 80%, but even still, there's a lot of people, there's nothing you could tell them that will make them ever think it could be like this, okay? The original. And there's other people that, not in a million years, no matter how much money they had, they would never ever fork out the bread for a perfume like this. So you see, these inspirations are very often not detracting from a customer base. These are completely two different markets entirely, okay? A lot of the people that dip into the inspirations are never going to dip into the originals, especially when it comes to niche perfumes, and vice versa. You see, for the most part, it's a very small niche, or a niche within a niche of people who actually own clones and niche perfumes. For the general public, it's not like that. And even within the quote-unquote fragrance community, there's some people that only focus on clones and some people that only focus on niche perfumes or designers. For that group that do dip into both worlds, and I can say this for myself, and I've spoken to many people who have the same thinking, there are many cases where buying an inspiration has allowed them to dip into a DNA without too much financial commitment. And what you found is that you actually really enjoy it. And therefore, you enjoy the scent profile so much you don't mind spending the money on a niche perfume. Look, I accept there's a lot of negative aspects to this whole cloning, duping industry. But let's be honest, this really has democratized the whole access to different types of scent profiles. And for people like myself and for many others, these inspirations are really a gateway drug into a world of much more complex and more interesting scent profiles that they only would have never discovered if they just kept going to Sephora and the usual outlets. So at the end of the day, they have changed the industry a lot. But I also think that for many people, it's not just about cheap bargain. It really is opening their nostrils, so to speak, to a whole new world of scents and different types of perfume. And I think from that perspective, how can you be mad at it, you know? At the end of the day, they're all trying to make money, okay? This is an industry. It is what it is.